Hello friends, very good morning to all of you. I once again am your Oniri ma'am, and today I am here with your grammar topic active passive voice part 7, the remaining portion of WH questions. So you will get easily idea how to change, how to convert your active voice or your WH questions into passive construction. So be in touch and go out throughout this video you will find. So I hope it will help you to change your active voice into passive easily. Let's see active passive voice part 7. Yes, this is the structure of any kind of WH questions in active voice. So in active voice, WH word like where, what, who, whom. Then auxiliary verb means do, does, or emis are, etc. Subject plus V1 plus object. Where do you keep the current? So it's a sentence. While you're changing into passive structure will follow. The WH word is similar. Auxiliary verb is there, like am is are. Then the subject. Subject means object of active passive. Active passive's object is the current. So object, then V3, then by, and the subject of active, or rather object of passive means the subject of active means me, I, you, he, she, it, etc. So this is how where are the current kept. Where do you keep the current? Where are the current kept? Because the current is the plural verb, so are you have to use. Yes, now let's see some examples. Where do you read books? Where are books read by you? Where did you send him? Where was he sent by you? Where didn't they spread the rumor? Where wasn't the rumor spread by them? Interrogative mark. Where are they building a hospital? Where is the hospital being built by them? Why? Because are they building means it's a continuous tense. In continuous tense, where is the hospital? Where plus auxiliary plus object plus being is the older way of changing passive construction of continuous tense. Being built by them. Where is not she teaching history? Where is history not being taught by her? Where was she buying chicken? Where was chicken being bought by her? Where have you made that silly mistake? Where has that silly mistake made? Where has that silly mistake been made by you? You have to use in perfect tense been. Why hasn't she thrown the stone? Why hasn't the stone been thrown by her? Okay, so this is how you can deal with this WH. Now, similarly, how? WH question, auxiliaries, subject, verb and object. In passive, the WH, then auxiliary, then object, then V3, then by plus subject, So similar formula was also apply in this kind of questions like how do you read books? How are books read by you? How did you send him? How was he sent by you? How shall we start the meeting? How will meeting be started by us? How is Mahi writing the letter? How is the letter being written by Mahi? According to your tense, you have to use this be form, being, been. You have to make change according to that. How is the letter being written by Mahi? How was she buying chicken? How was chicken being bought by her? How will you not be teaching the students? How will the students not be being taught by you? Okay, because will be teaching. Future continuous tense no sentence che. Now there are, as I told you in my first beginning portion of active passive voice, that future continuous tense can't be changed into passive, but there are some rules in other grammars where they consider that future continuous tense can be changed into passive voice, and here it's a example. So this is how be and being you have put together. He will the student, how will the students not be being taught by you? Okay, if they ask, then you have supposed to do that. How have you made that silly mistake? How has that silly mistake been made by you? How will Shimas have shown his progress report phone? How will have his progress report been shown by Shimas? Yes. Now, this is the structure to change the voice. Of indefinite tense, where your WH questions are in indefinite tense. Look, the active voice pattern was WH question, then do verb, then subject, then verb, then object, and interrogative mark. Whenever you are changing into passive construction, WH question should be there. Do verb change into am, is, are, was, were as suitable for passive subject. Now plus passive subject. Passive subject means object of active become passive subject. Plus main verb, third form of the main verb means V3. Plus by plus subject of active, that is called passive subject, and interrogative mark. Examples. When do you play chess? When is chess played by you? When did she read books? When were books read by her? Okay, so do form are there, and you have to use am, is, are, was, were according to the tense. Like in first do, it's from it's from simple tense, so we use am, is, are according to our according to our object. In second sentence, did is used because it suggests past tense, and according to that books are plural form, so we use were. When were books read by her? Now in case future in the indefinite tense are there, then how you will have to handle it. So active voice, WH question, shall will, because it's a future indefinite. So that's it. Plus subject, plus verb, object, and interrogative mark. While you are changing it into passive, WH, then shall will as suitable for passive subject, plus passive subject. Passive subject would be the object of active voice, as we all know that. So passive subject, or rather we can say that, object plus be plus main verb, third form of main verb, plus by plus passive object, means the subject of active and interrogative mark. Let's see. Example, when will she take medicine? So when will medicine be taken by her? How will not they attend the prayer? How will the prayer not be attended by them? So I hope you get the idea how to change this kind of sentences into passive voice. Structure to change the voice of a question of continuous tense. Whenever you are dealing with a continuous tense, then how you will get idea, and how you will change it, get a better idea. WH plus be verb, because in a continuous tense there is a be verb. Subject, verb plus ing, an object. In passive, WH, questions plus be verb is am, is, are, was, were, that are the be verb. As suitable, your passive subject. Then passive plus put passive subject, means the object of active sentence, plus being, because it's a continuous tense, so you have to use being, plus main verb, third form, plus by, plus passive object, means the subject of active and interrogation mark. Yes, let's see through this example. How is Kamal writing the letter? How is the letter? Here the letter is the subject of a passive. How is the letter being? Because we have to use being after your object. After your object or subject of your answer. How is the letter being written by Kamal? Why was he buying art papers? So why we are using verb? Because art papers, not a paper, it's a papers. Why were art papers being bought by him? Okay, so according to our rule, we are using am, is, are, or was, were according to our need of our subject of a passive voice. Now future continuous tense, as I told you that there are some rules which they believe that future continuous tense can be changed into passive, so we will see. Active voice, WH, shall be, will be, plus subject, plus verb, plus ing, plus object. Verb plus ing plus object plus interrogative mark. And when you are changing into passive, WH, shall will, as suitable for passive subject, plus passive subject, means object of active, plus be plus being, because shall be, will be is the part of active voice, so that you have to keep as it is, plus you have to use add being, because you are dealing with a continuous tense, plus main verb, third form of main verb, plus by plus passive object means the subject of the active one and interrogative mark. Let's see through this example. Why will you be teaching the students? Why will, at you is the subject, at place you have to use the object. The students be being taught V3 by you. Now why will Peter shown his mobile phone? So why will his mobile phone been shown by Peter? So this is belongs to a, we can say that it belongs to a perfect tense. Okay, so or rather we can say that why will Peter showing his mobile phone? Why will Peter be showing his mobile phone? Then it will change like why will the mobile phone be being shown by Peter? So you can also change it into continuous tense by adding Peter be showing. Okay, but rather it is a perfect tense sentence. Why have you made the mistake? So why? Yes. Now structure to change the voice of a question of perfect tense. Now structure to change the voice of a question of perfect tense. For example, WH questions plus have, has, had, have verb because we are dealing with the perfect tense, then subject, then verb plus ing and object. Okay. Here it is not verb plus ing, V3 is there. It's a printing mistake. Sorry, typo error, or rather we can say that it's a mistake because V3 should be there in your perfect tense. So V3, not verb plus ing, it's a V3. Now passive voice, WH plus has, have, had, suitable for passive subject and tense. Then passive subject means object of active, then been plus main verb plus by plus passive object, मतलब subject of active one. Okay, but remember there is no verb plus ing in perfect tense. It is verb plus ing format is in a continuous perfect tense. So here it's a mistake in active voice. So let's see. Why have you made the mistake? So why WH plus have, has, had plus you is the subject plus V3 made and the object and interrogative mark. Now why WH plus have, has because mistake is a singular one. So has plus mistake been you have to use. So why has mistake been V3 made by plus subject is you and interrogative mark. Why have you made the mistake? Why has mistake been made by you? Why had they transferred her? So when had they transferred her? So when had she, her become she because she take place, her take place of the subject, place of subject, and you have to put this subjective form of pronoun. Okay, so when had she been transferred by them? When plus had plus subject plus been plus V3 transferred plus by plus subject by them. And here she is take up, here her means it's a form of object but when it take place of subject, you have to put this first, this subjective form of pronoun. So when had she been transferred by them? Yes. So this is how here we are completing our this WH question portions. Okay, so now how you will get better idea. I think the things are clear in your mind, that how to change your active voice into passive one. Now, okay, WH questions, how you will deal with that. Now it will become easy for you. Okay, so go through this, follow the structure. If you have any query, then please um, find out it, or rather you can ask me. Okay, and yes, in the next lecture we will discuss this imperative sentence of active passive voice, how to change imperative sentences into passive construction. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Bye bye.